Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Ioli from Yahoo Sports. Thank you for joining me. It was a huge day for boxing on Saturday as there were three major fight cards held around the world. In Manchester, England, the lineal heavyweight champion, yes, he hasn't lost the head title, Tyson Fury, returned for the first time since defeating Vladimir Klitschko in 2015. Unfortunately, it was kind of a joke of a fight. Fury defeated a cruiserweight named Sefer Seferi, who really put up no opposition, and the fight was so poor. It was an embarrassment, honestly. I'm not sure. I have respect for Frank Warren, the promoter of the show, but he put on a terrible show with this card, with this fight in particular. I know Fury hasn't fought a long time, but you had a 6'9", 275-pound guy, a former champion, a guy who is an extremely good boxer up against a cruiserweight who was like 8 inches shorter, 70 pounds lighter, and really did not seem to be want to be in there. I mean, that was a joke, and it told us nothing about Tyson Fury. It's good to see Fury back, if nothing other than it proves that he's healthy and he's made strides from the issues that he had a couple of years ago after beating Klitschko, and we can only hope that continues. Warren talked about a potential fight with Tony Bellew. I think that would be a good fight for him as he moves along, but he needs to step up the competition much higher than he did. In Las Vegas, I was there at the MGM Grand Garden, and I got to see Terence "Bud" Crawford put on a show. And for my money, he is the best fighter in the world right now. I have ranked 1, 2, 3 Crawford, Vasily Lomachenko, and Errol Spence, who we can see on Saturday, June 16th, fighting in Dallas, and he's going to be going up against Carlos Ocampo. And I love, anybody who watches my videos knows how much I like Errol Spence, and I would love someday to see Crawford and Spence fight. I think right now Crawford has proven himself the best fighter in the world. I mean, he is the most complete fighter. Promoter Bob Arum compared him to Sugar Ray Leonard, and I think a better comparison really is to Floyd Mayweather. Crawford is a terrific finisher, maybe a better finisher than Mayweather was. You know, not quite as good defensively as Mayweather, but he kind of commands the ring in the way that Mayweather did, and he's so smart and he has so many things going for him. But I think Crawford is a terrific fighter. Great footwork. He has great punching accuracy. He has good defensive habits. You know, he moves his head. He's not easily hit, but he can punch. And I think welterweight is going to be a very good test for him. I mean, obviously, a fight between Crawford and Spence would be massive, but there are a lot of other good welterweights out there. So I think we'll see a lot of good action from Terence Crawford coming down the road. And then Showtime had a show going head-to-head basically with the Top Rank show. Showtime was at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It had a doubleheader. Jermell Charlo defeated Austin Trout, a former world champion, by majority decision. Really, it was a unanimous decision. The judge had a draw. That was ridiculous. A terrible score. Not sure what he was looking at. Charlo controlled that fight and proved he's making progress. I liked what I saw from Charlo. And Leo Santa Cruz in the rematch of the Battle of Los Angeles, I think he established himself as the world's best featherweight. Some good fights at featherweight out there. Gary Russell Jr. is there. Santa Cruz beat Morris last night, Oscar Valdez, Carl Frampton. So there's a lot of good fights that can be had at cruiserweight. So I'm happy that we're going to get some good action. Santa Cruz is a really fun guy. He comes to fight, tough guy, but he's smart. You know, he reminds me in a lot of ways of Eric Morales. I had mentioned this before, where you know he can brawl, but he's also a good boxer, and he has long arms for his division, and he's able to keep. You know, he did that last night. You saw him kept Morris at the end of his punches. It was a terrific fight in Los Angeles. I hope you got a chance to see it. A very big day for boxing, but I think the biggest news of all really was the emergence of Bud Crawford. We have seen him each time get better and better and better. His previous fight was last year in August. He unified the 140-pound titles by knocking out Julius Ndongo, and I thought, man, this might be as high as he goes. You know, I knew he would be good at welterweight, but I didn't think he could keep up on that ascendant arc, but sure enough, he did. He came back and he showed everything, and Jeff Horn was hurt by a lot of punches. Horn's trainer, Glenn Rushton said that he was hit harder by Pacquiao. I'll tell you what, I did not see that. I was sitting ringside and I saw Horn's legs shaking a couple of times, and he was in big trouble. And I thought that was a really impressive performance by Terence Crawford. So very impressed by him. It was a great night of boxing. Hope you got to see all those fight cards. Hope you enjoyed them, and we will talk to you soon. I'm Kevin Iole.